Since the recent MLBB patch update, Masha became one of the most heavily contested heroes in the Philippine MPL scene. Throughout Week 6, the Wild Oats Fist was banned 10 times and was only given 4 chances to be selected. 3 of those 4 appearances ended up as a win. So why was Masha a massive threat during Week 6? Let's take a deeper introspection. The recent buffs that Masha incurred made her into a walking tank and a burst damage threat. Due to the massive boost in her HP, her lifesteal effect, and her ability to block damage, Masha has numerous ways to absorb the opposition's barrage. Combined with the Unbending Will emblem, which increases her damage for every HP lost, as well as her abilities, Masha could aggressively weaken an opposing jungler, even against tanky ones such as Baksha. This was seen in majority of her matches, as teams constantly use her to harass the opposing jungler. In order to limit this threat, teams such as Bren Esports would deploy sustainable support heroes like Angela, or they would go for heroes with a high burst damage such as Farza, which is what Omega did against RSG Philippines. However, her impact isn't just limited in the early game, as Masha becomes threatening at the latter stages of the game, especially when HP boost items like Guardian Helmet, Athena's Shield, Twilight Armor, and Brute Force Breastplate are already at her disposal. Remember that the recent patch update has given Masha the power to wreak havoc with her abilities, as most of the damage would be based on her HP. This explains Yaoi's obsession with the Guardian Helmet, as the item boasts the highest HP stat in the game, which can be stackable. Given all of the factors indicated above, Masha does everything. She's basically a walking tank, a jungle invader, scouting presence, a backline finisher, a concealing threat, a split pusher. Heck, she can also be a surprise factor, due to her recovery skill, where she can just regenerate in one area, and round 2 begins. The only thing she can't do is be a crowd control specialist, but does that really matter? I mean, you could still compensate for that by combining her with a Ruby or Paquito, which is what Echo did, or go all out on Burst, which is what RSG did against Omega. Now, due to Masha's impact in Week 6, it wasn't a surprise that Moonton decided to nerf her damage as well as her survivability. But are these changes enough? We'll just have to see.